All right, let's get started here. Looking at ROLR. Looks like we're gonna make a quick move. No target on this one. This one is blue skies after $20. So, oh, it might actually hold, huh? I'm looking for a dip. I'm looking for this to enter $14, VWAP 13, or even possibly could even come down here to 11. So we're gonna keep it tight. First attempt will be at 13, stop 13.35. Next, we're looking at GELS. So we'll see how well this holds. Anywhere in 14, anywhere near 14. Hold down is 1465, so I gotta be careful to hold down. Okay, never mind. So I guess I would like it to hold down and open this area. I don't know if it's gonna hold down. We got a lot of volume coming in. I guess we might have to catch a gap and go setup through here. Need to catch a gap and go. Quick setup. 1791 is the hold up, which feels pretty close. Feels pretty close. Okay. We're gonna have to be patient here. 1465 is the hold down. A lot of churning so far, so we'll be patient. We're also looking at SEGG to enter this area 103. So here we go. We're looking at this to give me a dip. We'll take that dip. A gap and go spot. The low of this is going to be 86. So as long as we don't cover 86, we're looking good. Took kind of a lot of size here, but that's okay. We're gonna do it. Oops. That's okay. Didn't mean to take 1,000. Maybe that's fine. I'm so used to taking 1,000 on penny stock to start, so we'll keep that the same. Good, this one holds it down. That's what I wanted to see. So far the read is fine. Let's see if we can hold this gap and go setup. So we form a gap. We got in on the dip and see if we can grab liquidity up here 104, exit 104 on this. Get above 95. Okay. At this point, we're gonna take a break-even entry here at 90. And we're gonna break through 1, 2, there it is. Boom, very nice. Okay, beautiful gap and go setup. Worked as intended. Now we grab liquidity here. We might test again. We have a high of 106. We have a high of 106. Let's see if we can grab another fair value gap. We'll have to keep this one tight. So we're gonna see if we can grab another one. 97, 96, 95. Ooh, there's a big seller there. Oof, okay, getting out, out. Okay, so lost 30 on that. So I'm gonna have to let it go here. I'm thinking it was going to hold this next fair value gap, but it's not. So lost a little bit off the top there. Okay, next is going to be this open here. So we're in here 1465. So depending where it opens, if it opens and holds 1335, I like it. It can even go down here to 12 or 10. That might be another hold down. So let's see. We'll give it a try. 20 shares with a stop at 1335 because we're looking for an attempt at the highs. There's pending orders, liquidity right above 18, so we're gonna take a look and see if we can grab that. Okay, here we go. I'm looking for this to hold 1335. 14. Hold down is 1345. So I might be buying it really close to the hold down. Not a bad buy right down there at 14. Interesting. Wow, hold up. Okay, good. All right, we'll see what this wants to do. This area, in hindsight, this I should have taken that trade, but that's okay. We'll see what it wants to do. Might retest again. If it retests again under 15, I might get in for a quick bounce off that level. But yeah, this thing is just gonna rip, I think. Or maybe not. I'm looking for a dip under 15. I'm trying to keep it tight. There's my dip under 15. Sort of. It's a spready one. A lot of green there. People are adding. They're buying above they're buying at the ask or above the ask, man. This is crazy. They want this thing to push. So what's it gonna be? 1336 is holding. The 1434 is it's hold down. Gonna hold down. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. So there's still a lot of selling there. I'm gonna see if I can grab a dip down at 11. Below VWAP. This is gonna be epic. Okay, another one on this. So we got a look at that. That's crazy, brother. Look, even an even crazier one, liquidity sweep and then crush. came down. Too quick to handle. All right. Okay. So here we go. Can we enter this gap here, 1228? So I will do 1228 under 12 basically because the hold down is 1233. May need another hold down here. We might tap it though. No, come down, come down. Push the whole level down. Okay, push the whole level push down. Beautiful. Let's get a dip at 12 because I am more interested in that now. Nice. Whole level down. I wanted to keep pushing down because my entry would be with a stop at 1040, so I would have like a $2 stop. We'll see. These are two 5-minute fair value gaps. So this one got disrespected, obviously. Now we're forming 1-minute fair value gaps right there. So hopefully next candle we can get down there. Into 1228. BNAI looks like it's doing well. Interesting. Here we go. Please enter at 1191 as a hold down. Still pretty weak. I want to get caught with the same thing I got caught yesterday, right? So red volume is still pretty low, pretty much bigger than green volume. So waiting for this to come down here. Hold down is 1191. That hasn't moved yet. Maybe this could move, and then I'm able to get a better entry down here. 1150 maybe. We'll see. BNAI, also a good one. It's been moving from 4, it's up $1, almost $2 actually. That's great. We got support right here. 539 is 200 EMA. Okay, here we go. Let's get into that level. Come on. This relative low is 1262. We can get below that 100%. I'll pause it. We'll be patient here. Okay, so behaving as it should, rejecting this fair value gap, or rather respecting it, bearish fair value gap. Now we're coming down here. Let's make a new low. 1267 is it? I would love for this thing to hold down. So we'll be patient on this. BNAI, it's also a good one. Why is this moving? I didn't have this on my watch list. It's just the daily setup. The daily setup looks great. Okay, here we go. So high of this is 68. Can I get, dang, it didn't give me an opportunity to get in. Shoot. Okay, next all I can do is wait for this, the next 1 minute to come down to between 81 and 68. So this next 1 minute candle, if it can jump into the 70s, I would happily grab a dip. There it is. 77. Stop is going to be, what did I say stop? 68. Also, this thing's holding down. Oh, that was actually the same candle. Actually, let me get out of here. That's actually the same candle. I was thinking that was going to be, sorry, I kind of made a mistake there. I thought I got on the dip, but I thought it was the next candle that got on the dip, not the same one. Never mind. Okay, so we almost got hold down here. So we almost got a hold down on this one. But the volume hasn't shifted yet. Beautiful 1 minute fair value gap, right? Boom, in here, taken off. Yeah, that's really sweet fair value gap here. All right, we're gonna pause it and continue when we see another opportunity. Okay. Is this going to do it? Increasing red volume though. I don't know. Let's go. Let's take this. Low's 92. Dang. That looks great, brother. Wow. That looks great. Little fair value gap right here. Gotta respect it. I didn't think it would do it, but it did it. BNAI still going. I mean, we got target maybe up here. Wow, that's beautiful. 605. This could still go to 7. That would be insane. The right spot was right here. That's a clean fair value gap right there, and following it throughout this area. Okay, okay, clean fair value gap under 25. Come on, you can do it. 25 to 505. Gotta wait for that dip. Dang. Definitely was not looking at this one. Is that the top? Would this be too aggressive here? Maybe too aggressive, but if it jumps in here into 615, could still be good. Okay, that's a 5-minute fair value gap being formed. Looking for it at 15. 6:15 before we go to 7. Come on. Hopefully it's not backside. Hopefully. And it's just another leg higher. Nope. Doesn't even want to enter it. Doesn't even want to enter it. See if we can get something. Oh, there it is. Did it do it? Law, that was 22. I still want to go down. Still waiting. Here we go, 15. There's a lot of green there. I didn't actually get in. No, don't do this to me. Come on. Come on. Beautiful dip. This is not gonna work. It might not actually work. Will it work? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Okay, 5-minute fair value gap is going to be under 616. Okay, one more time. $0.05 spread. Okay, come on. I don't want it to be a fat drop. But stop is going to be 605, maybe even 6, depending on how well I get it, how well I get an entry. If I get it like 605, 607, then I'll wait till break of 6. But if I'm getting it a little higher, then probably not. Yeah, we'll see. Zooming in here. Give a little drop, brother. Give a little drop. Okay, looking at this. 13. Yeah, this is selling. Did we enter sell mode? Did we enter selling mode? I'll take it 609. Did we enter sell mode here? Yeah, it looks like we enter sell mode. I'm gonna have to get out. There's another fair value gap right at the low of that, 592. 82 is a small one. Weak, 92 to 87. Yeah, that's a weak one. Anyway, we did try to go for it, but we had good intuition that this was going to sell off really, really heavily. Yeah, we've entered backside officially. So, scratch trade right there, not a problem. Good read. Best trade on this was here, right there. Off the 200 and the beautiful fair value gap. Didn't see it, wasn't watching it at all. Yeah, 10-cent fair value gap. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Risk and reward would have been awesome. Then another one here. Yeah. That's a shame we couldn't get this one going. We'll wait. It might still have, I don't know. It's got so much pending orders down here. So many like so much liquidity here. It's just gonna come straight down, looks like. And no news, it's just a daily setup. I'm still watching ROLR. I wanted to get in here. And I think it will. I'm looking for that to be the bounce for the next leg up. Because it's blue skies. And it's got news. So we'll be super patient on this one. This one might be a big winner. Okay, looking for a dip here. Can you dip under 1510, please? This is going to be very good. We get a dip under 1510. We get $1 of risk. $1 a share of risk. I know, man. This has been really difficult to time. Never got into this fair value gap here. It's not getting into this one. Maybe once. Ugh, I don't want to do it on this huge red candle, though. Red volume candle. Okay, let's see. 1465, 1440 is the low. Okay, are you going to? It actually did it, but it's doing it in a way where the hold down's right there. That's too much risk. That's a big red volume there. That it's not a trade I feel too comfortable in. The hold is a 1410. It's a blue sky setup though. Hmm, I don't know. I'm not confident on it. It's there. It's lingering. I could take it. Don't feel too confident on this. It could might as well go it. It could break. You know, with that big red volume, it's gonna be pretty hard to tell. Although it got bought up right there, so it's fighting. Yeah, it's fighting. It's fighting it out. Okay. It looks like it's weak though. Look at this little weak volume. One red candle is just gonna crush it. So it's limping its way up. We'll be patient. We tapped 1510 there. Still could still come down more. It bounced. We'll see how well it tests 1510. Yeah, looks like 1510 was good. I gotta just be patient. I'm waiting for a volume shift because if I get in here 1510 without the volume shift, I'm just gonna have to hold this going down. So red candles, the green candle has to be strong, but yes, let's see. Waiting for that 1510 to tap. Still red. Dip under 15, stop 1420. So this looks pretty good here. Come on, just give me that dip. You know you want to. Give me that dip. go. Under 15. We're being patient on this. Come on. Buyers are holding it at 15. You buyers need to hold it up under 15 as well. Looks like that was good. 15 held very strong. Strong green candle there. First 1 minute candle to make a new high is this one, but it didn't close above the previous one. We'll see. That was just a little fake candle. Here we go. Here we go. I'll take that 80s. 1505. 1505. Okay. I saw 80s on the bid, but that's okay. Where are my buyers at? Where are my buyers at? Where are my buyers? This is the trade. I could still add down here, but we're looking good. Looking good. It's within the zone at the very least, so that's awesome. So now I'm going to need some good volume. Volume shift needs to start now. Green volumes need to go, need to come, need to be stronger. So we'll see. We don't like this. We don't like the fact that it came down here. Our stop is 1422. So we could still add some more down here. Ooh. Okay. Didn't get stopped out yet. I held that. I held this. I did see 1406 on that. Let's see what this candle's gonna do. Red fair value gap being formed. Not a big fan of that. Yeah, okay. Might get stopped out here. So let me clean this up a bit. We have this one here. There's a 5-minute fair value gap also in here, which it got disrespected, but didn't close. It didn't close outside of it, so it's still pretty valid. This candle, if this candle closes outside of it, it's going to get disrespected. Let's see, completely canceled out. All right, looks like we might hit my stop there, which is going to be 1422. We did, but we bounced pretty quickly. The bid was still high. The bid was still 1450, I think, or 1420 when it hit 14. Sorry, the ask, I mean. The bid was 14, the ask was 1450. 1450, 20, something like that. So we're managing this trade. It's a lot of selling pressure here. I think I'm gonna have to get out here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out. Okay, get out there for 14 bucks. Loss, not a problem. It didn't work. All right. So again, look at this. So again, for the third day in a row, I'm getting stopped out right under the fair value gap. And I'm seeing finally the volume shift, right? So I'm in here too early, I think. Too early on the drop. And now I should probably, now that I see price coming right into it again, and it's not disrespect, is it disrespected? Yeah, because it closed outside of it. Okay, it got disrespected, but it still managed to get itself back in here. Now we're seeing a volume shift, more green candles, more buying. Man, okay. So my timing has to be better, right? I know there's lots of selling still, lots of selling in once that switches, that's when I need to buy. Because that's when the wind is on my back and I'm able to capture the next leg. Because now look at this. Okay, now we have a small, let's get rid of this. Now we have a small, actually, let's put that back in there. We have a small fair value gap right here. What is that? 68 to 80. Then we have also a bearish one there. All right. The next thing I could do is just wait for a fair value gap on the way up. I try to catch this one, which was not respected too well. So wait for a clear one and then we can catch the next move. We'll see what it wants to do. It's a blue sky setup, right? Where I'm looking for liquidity up here above 1864, but it also could come down here to 12. We'll see. We'll see. I think it might go to 18 and 20 this time. We're gonna have to catch a good trade in this. So look at that. It did it. It came down all the way to 1466. So, man, right idea, wrong timing. We'll keep waiting. We'll see. We'll wait for a fair value gap to form. So gap and go here potentially. The low of it's 1557. Wow. So I would take it here, but that would be a modified gap and go. So this could be, that's the start of a 5 minute. So this thing, it's not going to go right away, I think. It might need some more time. So that's the start of a 5 minute. Okay, so we got something interesting here. We'll see how this 5 minute candle develops. So far we have this. That's a fair value gap right there. So far we have that. We'll see how that develops. Okay, let's do it. Let's get in there. 20 seconds left until this candle's gonna close. I'm going to take this setup here. 1550 to 1514. Hold down is 1426. I think we got this. Come on. Give me that setup. Give me that 5 minute fair value gap. It's gonna be so good. Come on. Under 1550, stop 1514. Let's go price action, move into it. Yes, move into it, move into it. 1550, move into it. Get in there, get in there, get in there. You're gonna go for a double bottom. Get in there, brother. Get in there, you're okay, you're okay. Still, don't do this. There's still time. There's still time. I know that was a quick bounce. We get it. Here it comes. Jeez. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to do it. Did not want to do it. Setup ain't setting up. Nice though. The low does 1555. We'll be patient. Okay. Looks like we may get a fair value gap right here on this at the end of this candle. They might actually reject. Let's see what it's actually holding. It's holding 40s, 40s, 50s, 30s, double top 30s. So I'm going for a gap and go. What am I going for here? Not sure if it's strong enough for that. It's holding 30s though. Oh, Okay, rejected that. Okay, good. So it seems that now we can come to this fair value gap. Can we do it? Can we do it this time? Choppy, choppy action, man. Okay. Looks like it is going. So the dip of the low of this is 1729. 1729. Man. 1820. Yeah, I mean, I had the right idea, brother. Once again, right idea. However, it didn't actually come down here, so that's okay. Here, I was eyeing this fair value gap as well. But that was kind of too tight. I didn't think it would do it. But the momentum has shifted. Volume shift here, so it might actually work. In too early on this, getting out here. So yeah. I think when the volume is, or when the momentum is pretty slow, when the moves are slow, when it's just kind of going sideways and there's not a lot of volume coming in, I think I have to be more careful and be more mindful when I enter the fair value gap. If this had just entered to 40, forget about it. I'm all in. Boom. Let's go. There's a 1 minute tiny fair value gap right there, which it actually did enter it, but that's not a, I didn't think that was strong enough. Anyway, it's gonna do what I thought it was going to do. Sadly, I'm the wrong timing of it. So I could get something in here under 93, stop 91, basically. See how well this could hold. Hmm, yeah, strong move. I'm looking for a pullback. Looking for this to fail, this double top, come back around, give a cup and handle. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not buying it up there. That's too risky. See that drop. Let's see that drop under 93, 92, stop 91. Bro, come on, give me a better drop than that. We'll wait for the cup and handle. Okay, we did enter it, but this gave such a huge move. I'm thinking there's going to be a bit of a bigger pullback. Also, we just formed a red fair value gap. Stop is 91 on this. Here we go. I want to get in there with 200 shares. Such a, okay. I'll get in a little lower as well. I can see a cup and handle being formed here. So I'm willing to hold this all throughout this area and around. So let me get this move down here, brother. 91. Yeah, why am I taking 200 shares? That's funny. I'm thinking it's gonna come down. My bias is that it's gonna come down, and then I'm gonna add to this position. So we'll stick to it. Can't be second guessing myself here. Okay, now we're talking here. Now we can get in some good size in here. If this fair value gap holds, we might see a cup and handle being formed right away. Okay. So rejecting that area, that's fair. That's fair. Target's still 106 or above $1. Here it is. Let's go. And you won. Oh my gosh, are you joking? Okay, never mind. Triggered sell. Why did it fail? Good thing I only took 200 shares on that drop. That was a crazy drop there. Wow. So this one gave a massive move here, and I tried to take part of it earlier, but now let's see. It's gonna resume at 46. It's gonna form a fair value gap, and 35. Hold down is 29. Liquidity is gonna be up there in the 55s. So we may grab a dip here. If we don't hold down, yeah, let's do it. Oh, liquidity 55. Wait, SEGG. Have I traded SEGG before? Oh no, I'm trading the wrong account. Gosh. Okay, whatever. I lost 20 bucks right there on that. Uh, freak, 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 freak. All right. That's kind of ruined the momentum I just had going into this. I traded in the wrong account, lost 24 bucks there. Again, I guess we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. Oh, that's unfortunate. That sucks actually, but that's okay. Yeah, that's it. That's game on this. That was a silly trade. Lost 24 on the wrong account. That's all right. Okay, what does this want to do? That's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. We have a target all the way up to 55. So I wonder what's he gonna do. So fair value gap right there. This looks great actually. Oops, wrong. Drawing right there. So 32 to 36. If the next candle wants to jump in there, that might be a great trade. Let me give it a try. 1,000 shares. Come on, man. Next candle below 36. 36 to 32. We're gonna have to try it. We're gonna have to try it. 30. There you go. 34. 35. It did it. Mm, not quite. Not quite. Not quite strong. Is it? 34. It's a lot of selling, but it's getting. Okay, I'll get in 34. Good enough for me. 30, almost 35. This might be good. Stop is basically 32. Lots of selling. Lots of selling, but 38 seems to be holding. Nice, I'll take some out right here. Stop is flat on the rest. I'm going. I wanted to go to 50, but you know, liquidity is up there, so I gotta be careful. I'll get out flat on the rest. 600 shares at 34, 35, 36, 35. Yep, getting out flat on the rest. Okay, so it's coming back into this fair value gap. It was a good little jump. Um, yeah, it's also pretty high up here. It might hold, who knows? You know, double top, going for a cup and handle. Yeah, it's rejecting that. It's gonna close under it. There's another fair value gap right here, 29, 28, 29. Yeah, that's tiny. That's too small. So maybe dip under 28. Ooh, bearish fair value gap being formed. Not looking so good. Okay, we got an extra, what did I get? An extra 10 bucks? Yeah. This is also a 5-minute fair value gap that it got disrespected. Yeah, it's getting disrespected again. Might be it. Might be it for the stock. 24. If it holds this again, that would be sweet. If it holds 17 to 20 one more time, volume profile looks pretty good. We can retest 55. ROLR. Yeah, I gave it 3 tries. I 3, 2? Yeah, I watched it all day. Sadly unable to capitalize on it, but that's okay. We'll be patient. So here we go. Is this going to be a beautiful move? 255. So it might reject this area here. Bearish versus bullish fair value gap. Which one's going to win? Which one's going to win this battle? Can we get this under 94? Here we go, here we go. 93. 84.5. Okay, that's a bit of high fill there. Mm, That's okay. It's all right. Hopefully that is good enough. It's forming a red fair value gap, but I think this could give a good move. Stop is 85 basically, which we may see. So we're risking 20 bucks here for a move up to 25. Retest of 25. And we're also looking for how well this is going to hold. Mm. Oh, shoot. Okay, hang it. That was a twitch. I twitched into it. Okay. Um, why did I twitch? So I I'm looking at this and I'm looking at this red fair value gap and I'm thinking, yes, we got a dip here, but I think it's gonna go lower because of this red fair value gap. So I meant to hold, by my hyper scalper mentality kicked in and just got me, like, I twitched into the hotkey and sold it. All right. So let's see if I can get a actual trade down there instead. So let's see if we can get out something under 90 and get back in this trade. So we're looking for that. Good. So the thing about this one also, I don't have a strong area, a target area. Like the best I can do is high of day. And if not even that, 625, you know? We're making a higher low and potentially make another higher low. 88, 86. That was nice. High volume though. We'll see. It might fail. It will be patient. It is in here, but I'm not seeing the right triggers, which is green on the tape, right? Green on the tape buying up this area. Also, there isn't a strong target other than 7, which we already kind of got to, almost 675. This is mainly a daily play. There's another fair value gap here, which okay, that's good volume. Okay, we'll stay patient. Okay, so this is looking good. So it rejected this drop. We quickly bought up. Now we gotta see some volume shift in here. So dropping into this fair value gap, I want to get in here. I kind of want to get in here. The low of the previous candle is going to be 90. So it might be a gap and go here. It rejected this red fair value gap. So should I wait? I'm thinking if I should wait on this. Um, let's see what this red volume candle does. Okay, so this might actually be really good. Now we have to go through that red fair value gap and we'll see. We'll see. It's looking pretty interesting. Small red volume here. We'll see, if I'm short, what am I thinking? If I'm short, we just hit that. I took a short. Now it's going to reject it. All right, it's rejecting it. Okay. Rejecting it with low volume though. So we're back into this fair value gap. It could still do something here. As long as we hold 85, I think we might be good. The volume is light. Forming a red fair value gap. Forming a red gap. We'll be patient. Okay, looks like this idea seems to be good. Okay, now we got some nice volume coming through here. Highlight is 594. Can we hold this 594? It's very important, this volume. We are going to respect it. 5 cent spreads. Yeah, well, a 5 cent spread here. Could do 400 shares. That would be sweet, man. That would be sweet. That's good enough risk. Actually, no, let's do 200 shares. This red gap is the only thing in the way here. That wasn't there. It could be a much cleaner move. We've been watching this from here, and it made this low. Got bought up. We gotta stay patient. We got good volume there. Nice. Okay. We need volume to break through this. Okay, cool. There we go. 99. So we need this volume. We're gonna need this volume. Ooh, that opened lower. That's choppy, choppy, choppy. Good. Staying patient. I'm staying patient. I'm working on my patience. This is great. Can't be jumping in like I used to before. All right, we're gonna call it here today. We finished the day up. Actually, let's go back. 114. So best trade of the day was on, honestly, yes, SEGG. We knew the liquidity was up here. We took that trade on the gap and go. Yep, there was a fair value gap right here, green gap. Taking that trade, holding that, went as low as 88. I don't think I panicked, or did I see 88? Then I bought 91. I don't remember, but kept it all under control, held this thing all the way up to 104, 105, since that's our target. That's our target. Gotta stick to it, and that's what we did. Anyways, we proceeded by taking another trade right here, as it looked like it might hold for another gap and go, but it quickly took out that green gap. We took another trade. Where was this? Yeah, we took this 200 shares. Really small size because let me show it here better. So what happened here is we got a strong move. We got a strong move here. One big fair value gap, another big fair value gap, and I'm thinking there's gonna be a cup and handle, but I didn't gauge how wide or how this cup and handle was going to form. So I'm getting in here, just testing the waters with just 200 shares, and I'm thinking, why did I take 200? Should have I taken 1,000? I don't know. Let's give it a try. And I'm thinking I'm gonna average into this. Maybe if it wants to come down, the whole VWAP, and then go for a sweet curl. But the curl happened in a manner where I wasn't expecting it. So as you can see, I took this thing and in a 92 out 90. It went all the way down to 88, 80, 87. Yeah, basically 87, and then curled, and then finally formed that curled here, but it bounced quickly on this one. It formed that cup and handle on the 5 minute. A much cleaner cup and handle on the 5 minute, but this level of volatility, I was not excited to trade it after that. And then I look away and I'm looking back at this thing, and then it's up here and then going for liquidity. Then I take my last trade on this was probably up here. Yeah. So into that fair value gap, selling at resistance 37.38, 1,000 shares, and selling the rest at 35 flat for a $12 winner. Yeah, pretty small win. Selling most of it at 35. Yeah, I missed most of the move, I think. I really didn't find conviction to trade it through here. this was a great trade, and came back again. Then all this push, I'm thinking, well, this is liquidity. We're like, we're this is a short, and then no, it actually kept going. I took a trade on my swing trade account, which I think I took a trade after the hold resumption, thinking, okay, if we have this volatility, we might even go to this other area of liquidity, but no. I took like a 6 cent loss on 200 shares, I think, or 400 shares. $20 loss on my swing trade account, which is not here. And I quickly shifted to the other account. Anyway, we're not going to count that. We're just going to leave that off to the side. BNAI was another one that I've traded. What was this one like? Yeah, so sweet. I didn't pay attention to it. I don't know where I was or what I was looking at, but this was by far the best trade of the day would have been this entry here on the fair value gap and the 200 EMA. Yeah, 200 EMA. And then boom, taking some out here, holding, adding on this, possibly adding here as well, or just holding and then adding on this small fair value gap, or then adding on this gap and go. Man, it was just sweet, sweet, sweet trading there, but I didn't take any trades. Sweet price action. My trade was at 10:01. Yeah, I had a trade right here, looking for a gap and go, but no, getting out. Oh, this was a mistake actually, because I thought I was getting in on the next candle. I thought I was getting in on this candle, but I was actually getting in on the previous candle. I'm thinking, okay, I got a nice fair value gap dip, but it didn't actually form a fair value gap. It closed it. Or did it form it? I don't remember, but I got confused there. So that ended up being a winner, but not something I was excited about. Here taking a trade at 10:24. What did I do 10:24? Okay, so taking a dip, fair value gap, I think, through here. Was it this one? Yeah. Yeah, 6. Right. This is a strong fair value gap here. And I'm thinking we're going to hold this area and then curl. But it broke right through it. My intuition was right to get it out because there was just so much selling and no green on the tape. So it was bound to happen for it to break and disrespect it. So okay, we moved on from that. Last trade was on this. Yeah, so here. Last trade on this was much later. Fair value gap in there. A little high, 94. The low, this is actually 94. I got in 94 and a half. So right at the edge. And I'm thinking, this could do it. I'm looking at the tape, I'm looking at the level 2, and I'm not seeing the volume. And I actually twitched. I twitched. My hyper scalping mentality kind of kicked in, and I twitched and I sold the stock because of what I saw on the tape. And I was like, okay, whatever. I gotta move on. Something told me, right? That hyper scalper twitch is kind of just straight up intuition of what you're seeing. So eventually I got out. It kept coming down. This stock doesn't look like it's going to do anything. I don't have a strong area of liquidity that it could grab. It was just a daily setup that this thing worked. Anyway, that's it for today. Oh, anyways, no, we're not it for today yet. My best trade had to happen here. And on honestly on all these three stocks, I could have had really strong trades. Anyway, looking for liquidity looking for price action to enter here and grab some pending orders, some liquidity, nothing. Goes up, comes back down. I traded it. Look at this order. This is such a crazy. Happens every single day so far this week. Something that I'm gonna have to work on, which is let's see. Let me show you. It's going to be right here, right? Yep. Boom. So I'm in here at 10:56. Yeah, I'm in here on this candle. Enters a fair value gap. I'm in there, buy it, get some volume, but no, rejects. Gets back into the fair value gap, and I'm getting out 14:30. My stop being 14:22. So it actually keeps going down all the way down to 1406. I'm thinking, okay, whatever, disrespected it. But every time it does this, it goes a little lower, stops me out, and that's the beginning of the freaking move. So that's the low. Look, I'm getting out 1431, basically at the low. At the low of this, not the low of day, but basically at a low where the momentum shifted into the biggest move of the day. Anyway, just my timing, I have to work on it. Maybe don't take this trade, let it play out, see the momentum shift, the volume shift that I talk about, forming a fair value gap, forming another one. Take something on this area. Take this one here instead. Right? Why don't you take this one instead? Maybe that wouldn't been too attractive. Maybe take this one. This one could have been good. Yes. No, maybe not. Maybe, yeah. I have to study it. I have to see where I could have gone in. If not here, this is the only other place. The clear gap and go. Gap, take the trade, go. That's all it is. Hold it, exit out here 22. That's the only other place. If it didn't enter, price didn't enter my green gap here. This is a 5-minute green gap. It didn't enter it. What are you gonna do? All right, a lot to study today. We'll make some adjustments. That was actually, yeah, that was my only trade. Wow. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna finish the day here up 114. Good. Let's see. 50% accuracy. Winners being always bigger. Nice. Gap and go was the best trade of the day. With my new strategy, I'm finding more consistency. I'm finding more consistency in having green days. So I like this new way of trading. Hopefully, the videos are longer, so the best thing to do is watch it in 2x speed and see my reasoning, my thinking, and why I'm getting in these places. It's basically just following my process, right, and sticking to it. So looking for tomorrow to be also a good day. Looking to get in, follow my process, respect my rules. And yeah, we're gonna end the month good. We're gonna end the month green. The question is, can I adapt successfully to this strategy with bigger and bigger size? And can I make the right adjustments to be in the moves that actually pay well? Getting in early, at the right spots. It doesn't have to be a perfect entry, but at the right spots, and then catching the next wave, the next swing high. Beautiful. Anyway, come over to Mr. Profit, create your account. Join us for $5 a month, bro. Check out the features. Join us for $5 a month. It's pretty simple and easy to use, and has the basic features you need. Right, $5 a month, a cup of coffee, 50 years, save 2 months, pay 17% basically. So hit me up on Discord. I will see you tomorrow. Come over to Mr. Profit, chat with me, chat with the community. I'll see you there. Bye bye.